Hello everyone, welcome back to the English room in the channel of Mr. Master Yoga. In this session, we will continue the discussion from the previous session about the basic types of question. We discussed about yes/no question. In this session, we will discuss about WH question, the second basic type of the question. Okay, learners. So what is WH question then? WH question is a question which starts with WH word. The WH word is used to ask about specific qualities, time, people, place, reason, ways, etc. The WH words are often called as AW1H, so there are 9 WH words to ask in the WH question. So what are the 9 WH words? We'll see here. We have who, ask about the person as a subject. Whom, asked about person as an object. What, asked about something. Where, asked about place or location. When, asked about time. Why, asked about reason or cause of something. Which, asked about choice or alternatives. Whose, asked about possessions. And how, we use how to ask different things. We use how to ask about age, distance, quantity, price, frequency, waste, and others. So that's the 9 WH words we will be discussing in this WH questions. The next thing would be how to form a WH question. There are 2 ways to form a WH question. Number 1 is with an auxiliary. Number 2, without any auxiliary. Okay, learners. Now, how to form a question with an auxiliary? In this WH question, we use auxiliary verb. Remember that auxiliary verbs are helping verbs, not the main verbs. Auxiliary verbs include be. For present be we have am, is, are. Or for past be we have was and were. We also have do, does, did, and has, have for auxiliary verbs. We have also many other auxiliaries like will, shall, would, can, could, might, should, etc. So we use those auxiliary verbs in forming a WH question. So the pattern of a WH question with an auxiliary would be WH word plus auxiliary plus subject plus main verb plus the rest of the sentence. Let's see some examples of a WH question with auxiliary. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? The first do is an auxiliary. The second do is the main verb. Next example. Why should we read books? Why should we read books? Next example. When is he coming? When is he coming? Next example, when will the president come here? So those are examples of a WH question with auxiliary. We can simply say that in WH question with auxiliary, the answer of that question would be the verb to the rest of the sentence, not the subject. Okay, learners, now let's see the second way to form a WH question, that is without any auxiliary. The question is, when do we use this form of making a WH question without any auxiliary? When the WH word replaced the subject already. So when the answer of the question will be the subject, we do not need the auxiliary verb to form a WH question. Now let's see some examples. Example 1. What happened to Peter? A bad accident happened to him yesterday. Who won the game? Theo won the game. Who gave you this food? My cousin gave me this food. So that's the examples of a WH question without using any auxiliary. Okay, learners, after learning about WH question and how to form the WH question, now let's practice those 9 WH words into questions. The first WH word is who. Who is used to ask about somebody or person as a subject. For example, who is your favorite teacher? Who is the main actor in the movie? Who makes the birthday cake? Who visited the grandma last night? That's the examples of WH word who in the question. The next WH word is what. What is used to ask about something? For example, what is your favorite food? What is the name of the new teacher? What does he do at the library? What do you bring to the potluck? What are you doing? What is that? That's all the examples of WH word what in the question. Now let's check another example of WH word in the question. This time we will see WH word where. Where is used to ask about location or place. For example, where is your car? Where do I put my handphone? Where are they from? Where did they go yesterday? Where is he going? That's the example of WH word where in the questions. Now let's see another example of WH word when in the question. When is used to ask about time. For example, when will the meeting start? When is your birthday? When do you plan to go to Jakarta? When will he announce the result? That's some examples of using WH word when in the question. Now let's see another example. WH question why. Why is used to ask about a reason or a cost of something. Let's see the example. Why do you join the competition? Why is he so angry? Why did you come late? Why do you think the book is not good? Why did you do that? That's the examples of using WH word why in the questions. Now let's see another example. The next is WH question which. Which is used to ask about alternative or choice. Let's see the examples. Which flavor do you like better? Chocolate or vanilla? Which do you prefer? Tea or coffee? Which city do you like to live? Jakarta or Bali? Which uniform do you like the most? That's the example of WH question which in the questions. Now let's see another example using WH question whose. WH word whose is used to ask about possession. For example, whose laptop is this? Whose car is in front of the house? Whose jacket are you wearing? Whose house is near the airport? That's the example of using WH word whose in the question. Okay, now let's check the use of WH word whom in the question. Like I said in the beginning of this session, whom is used to ask about somebody or person as an object. Let's see the examples. Whom did you meet yesterday? Whom did he help last night? Whom did you visit in Tokyo last week? Whom are you talking to? That's the examples of WH word whom in the questions. Now, learners, let's see the examples of using WH how in a question. How is used to ask a couple of different things. Age, methods or ways, distance, quantity, price, duration, frequency, feeling, and others. For example, how old is your father? It asks about age. How to make orange juice? Asking about methods or ways to make orange juice. How much is this jacket? Asking about price. How many people live in your house? Asking about quantity or numbers of people living in the house. How much money do you have? Asking about quantity. How long will you stay in Surabaya? Asking about duration. How often do you swim? Asking about frequency. How far is your campus from home? Asking about distance. How do you like the school? Asking about feeling. That's the examples of using how in a question. Alright, learners, that's very much the wrap about WH question, how to form WH question, and the examples of WH question. Please remember that there are 9 WH words used in making WH question. 9. Who, whom, what, where, when, why, which, whose, and how. So there are 9. Thank you so much. That's very much the wrap of the discussion about basic types of question, yes no question, and WH question. Thank you.